Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep in the heart of a dense forest, there lived a clever and wise young man named Frederick. Frederick was known throughout the village for his wit and intelligence, and he had a particular talent for solving riddles. His fame had spread far and wide, and people from neighboring villages often sought his advice when they were faced with perplexing problems. One crisp autumn day, as Frederick was strolling through the forest, he heard a soft weeping coming from behind a large oak tree. Curious, he followed the sound and discovered a beautiful maiden, dressed in a tattered gown, sitting on a moss-covered rock, her face buried in her hands. "What troubles you, fair maiden?" Frederick inquired gently. The maiden looked up, her eyes red from crying. "Oh, kind sir," she said, "I am Princess Eliza, and I am in great distress. My father, the king, has been taken ill, and the only way to cure him is to solve a riddle that has baffled our kingdom for generations. If the riddle remains unsolved, my father's life will be forfeit, and our land will fall into darkness." Frederick was moved by the princess's plight. "Please, tell me the riddle," he said, "and I will do my best to solve it and save your father." Princess Eliza wiped away her tears and spoke the riddle. "In twilight's hush, where shadows creep, a secret's kept, in slumber deep. The moon's soft glow, a path revealed, where stars align, and fate is sealed." Frederick pondered the riddle for a moment, then said, "I will need some time to think about this riddle. Please take me to your father, and I will do my best to unravel its meaning." The princess led Frederick to the royal palace, where the king lay gravely ill in his bed. The king's condition had worsened, and the entire kingdom was in despair. Frederick approached the king's bedside and promised to solve the riddle that held the key to his recovery. For days and nights, Frederick studied the riddle, poring over books and consulting wise men and scholars from near and far. But no one could decipher its meaning. The entire kingdom held its breath, waiting for Frederick's solution. One evening, as Frederick sat by the palace window, gazing at the moon and the stars, inspiration struck him like a lightning bolt. He rushed to the king's bedside and exclaimed, "I have it! I have solved the riddle." Princess Eliza and the royal court gathered around as Frederick spoke. "In twilight's hush, where shadows creep, a secret's kept, in slumber deep. The moon's soft glow, a path revealed, where stars align, and fate is sealed. The answer to the riddle is this," Frederick declared, "in the darkest hour, when the night is still, and the moon's gentle light reveals a path in the sky formed by the alignment of the stars. A secret is unveiled, and fate is sealed. To cure the king, we must wait for such a moment, and then he shall recover." The kingdom followed Frederick's instructions, and on a clear and starry night, as the moon cast its soft glow, the king's fever broke, and he began to recover. The entire kingdom rejoiced, and Frederick was hailed as a hero. Princess Eliza was especially grateful, and she and Frederick soon fell deeply in love. They were married in a grand ceremony, and Frederick became the prince of the realm. Together, they ruled the kingdom with wisdom and kindness, and their love for each other and their people grew stronger with each passing day. And so, the clever young man who was known for his wit and riddle-solving abilities, not only saved a kingdom, but also found the greatest treasure of all: true love and happiness.